Well, hey everybody, it's great to be able to come to you today at this conference, and we're so excited about Team 80 and all that they're doing to equip youth leaders and youth pastors and senior pastors across the country. So my name is Blaine Bartel. I am the pastor at North Star Church, and I want to talk to you just for a moment about planning in your student ministry. I believe that that is so important. In fact, the book of Proverbs is full of admonition saying that you need to plan. It says that the plans of the diligent tend to plenty. And I know you want to have plenty, right? You want to have plenty of leaders, you want to have plenty of teenagers, and you want to have plenty of results. And plenty will come as you plan. Right now, at our church, we are in the process of building a building. And it's an important thing for every church to have is a building. And so in order to build a building, you've got to make sure that you have blueprints. You don't just show up one day, get on the property, get your church together and just say, hey, let's just build something. You figure out how to do this and you figure out how to do that. No, you've got to have blueprints. You've got to have plans. And so as you go through like a set of blueprints like this, one thing that you'll find out is that there are pages for every single thing. There's a whole page on the kind of concrete that you're going to use. There's a whole page on the kind of lights you're going to put in. There's another page for the plumbing and the water. There's a page for everything. And so what I want to encourage you to do in your student ministry is begin to put pages of planning together for what you want to do. You need to have a page for your leaders. How are you going to put a great leadership team together? You need to have a planning page for your evangelism. How are you going to reach kids in the high schools? What are you really going to do to bring young people in so that they can come to Christ? You need to have a page maybe on your facility. How are you going to create a welcoming environment so that when young people come, they like being there, they feel good, they feel like they've walked into a little bit of their world. And so you need to begin to put these planning pages together. And one of the things that we've done for years, we did at 180 years ago as we launched and moved 180 into all that it would become. We've done this at the church, but we come together regularly to plan as a team. And what I've found is there's a great chemistry that can happen when you bring different people to the table. And I believe right now that God has placed people strategically in your church, in your student ministry. And let me just say this, they may not be with you right now. You may need to go out and have to recruit some people that are maybe really good in music, or maybe really good in graphics, or really good with environments, or really great at recruiting leaders. You're going to have to create and develop a great planning team. And I can honestly say, as I look back at what God did at 180 in the 10 years or so that we were there, as we moved from a group of a couple hundred kids. By the time we had finished there, and in my time, we had like 2,500 to 3,000 kids. It didn't come through me. It came because we had a great team who were committed to being strategic, thoughtful, resourceful, and knew how to plan. And listen, if you'll do your part, if you'll plan, if you'll strategize, if you'll put your effort into looking into the future and figuring out how to make things happen, God will do His part. The miracle of multiplication, the miracle of growth never comes just with God bringing the miracle. We've got to go after the loaves and fishes. We've got to go after the things that God puts in our hands so that He can do the miracle. And if you'll do your part, if you'll plan, if you'll think ahead, if you'll pull a team together that can help you, guess what? God will begin to give you the miracle of growth and abundance, and it's going to be awesome. I pray that you learn so much at this conference. I pray that God will just continue to richly bless your ministry. And so I want you to get ready for this next session. It's going to be awesome as God teaches us how to plan.